Alright, hello. So I have a wheel down here which has a bunch of like random options for stuff that can happen, and I'll spin it at the end of every wave. This is a sequel to a video I've done in the past and you guys liked it, so I'm gonna be redoing it, but in retro TDS this time. If you remember to start, I think I gave myself like 10k cash. I mean, it was Pedro that gave me the money, but you know, I need this money because if we get some strong enemies that spawn right off the bat, then we're not going to be doing so fine. So there you go. I gave myself some money. I'm going to place down a pyromancer. I don't know what the best spot for it is, but probably like right here. And I'm just going to upgrade it, even though it's not max level. But here you go. So wave 1 ended. That means I'm going to alt tab. I can now see the wheel. I can't always see it. And I click it. It'll spin. Give me a random option here. So place a max tower for free. That's a good one. Speaking of which, I could really use one right here. So let me place an outlaw. So of course I gotta give myself cash if I want to max it. So let me give myself some money here. I need some more. So there you go. Just like that, the wave ended and I need to spin immediately. Now I have a maxed outlaw and I get a SWAT van. That is going to be useful if we get any bosses that spawn later on. So this is looking good for our start here. But do not be deceived, because that's what happened in the other video that I was talking about when I did it in the actual TDS, and things were off to a smooth start until the end of the game, and then things just went all hell. I got 20,000 cash. So I'm gonna give myself that money and I'm gonna start placing more. But speaking of which, the wave has ended, so I need to spin again. I might not even get the chance to use that cash. Oh my god. So we have a little bit of a problem. It's wave 6 and we have a final stance. I don't know how we're supposed to handle that. I'm supposed to have a kill all option, so if we get, well, the SWAT van could have killed it. Okay, it doesn't hit the final stance. I'll just skip the wave and hopefully we get stuff that helps us, but I mean, to defeat a 400k boss, there's not really much hope. So let me spin the wheel here. I actually forgot, if I didn't put a kill all option, then we're definitely screwed. Cash 1000. I want to quickly scroll down on this wheel and make sure that there's a kill all option, because we always need one, and let's apply it to the wheel. Okay, I'm obviously gonna skip. Oh, but you see, the pyro is making it go so slow. So technically we're able to stall on time here until we hopefully get the kill all option. If we do, then that's just that's going to be an amazing comeback. We get cash 50,000. I'll take that anyways. 50,000 cash isn't really going to help me when there's a final stance trying to kill me, but any amount will help, I guess. I'm just going to skip the wave real quick here and get up a max commander. And then once the wave begins, I'll spin the wheel yet again. We get an enemy boss too, so the final stance isn't enough, right? We need to throw an entire boss 2 on top of everything. That's wonderful. I'm going to use the ability, but that's not doing much. Only the max commander actually has a really good ability. Of course, gotta keep skipping and hoping that we get our get out of jail free card, aka the kill all command. So let me just spin the wheel real quick and let's see. Oh, we barely missed it. We got a molten, which is pretty easy to handle, but that's not what we're looking for right now. Alright, so our final stance is at a lot of health right now. He's barely taken any, and we're still struggling. So it's wave 11 now. Let's see what we get. 20 motorcycles. That's definitely gonna help. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Here you go. Here's 20 motorcycles. That's not a lot compared to 370,000, but it is also not very good for us. But these guys can't even damage the final stance anyways. Oh wait, no, they can. Huh. Well, that's great to know, but it's not quite what we're looking for. Okay, we're spinning yet again. It's wave 12 and we missed the kill all command, but we got $100,000, which would have been useful if we got that earlier. Wait, I gave myself 10k. This would have been useful earlier, you know, if I could have gotten more outlaws up by the time the final stance came out, but it's fine. We're still stalling out for time. In fact, it would probably be a good idea to get pyro right here to stall even more time. Oh, we got kill all. Holy crap. Okay, so we're alive. Holy crap, I did not expect that. Dang. That took a few plot twists there in a short amount of time, but we're not done yet. It's wave 13 and we gotta skip, and I spun the wheel too early, so I'm gonna be getting 10,000 cash once wave 14 starts. Of course, we gotta prepare in case we get another final stance, and we won't have the option to kill all if it's later on in the game. If we get a final stance on the last wave, for example, the only way to kill it is with brute force, because we can't skip the wave. Therefore, we can't spin the wheel because we are only allowed to spin it at the start of the wave. Wave 15, let's see what's going down here. And we get 100,000 cash. 100,000 cash is always welcome in this game here because you never know what's going to spawn next. And we're on wave 16 just before we know it. Let's see what we get. Cash 1000. That's not that useful, but you know what? Wait, that command doesn't even work. 1000 cash is not that useful, but at least it's not some boss that we can't kill, so I guess I should be happy about that one. So while these outlaws unfairly destroy all of the newbie enemies, we're gonna continue spinning the wheel at the start of each wave, and we have to, oh my god. Are you kidding me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have to sell. Let's do it in our favor and sell 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I try to make it a little bit more fair, like actually, you know, not sell only the bad towers. I mean, of course, I sold the bad towers alongside the good outlaws, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Sell half our towers. So here we go. Let's spin the wheel again. And we can't place anything or use abilities this way. Okay, so we're just standing here and watching everything get destroyed. Now this would be very detrimental if you get it on the last wave as an example, and there's a big enemy that you need to kill, but you can't change your commander. But the wave ended just as quickly as that, so we can spin the wheel again. In the meantime, I'm placing outlaw. I can't always see what's going on the wheel because it's in a different tab for me, but the recording software picks them both up at the same time, so you're actually able to see what happened before I can see it. And it says place a max tower for free. I technically just placed a tower, but I didn't get it maxed for free, so let me give myself like $60,000 and then place a max level outlaw. They're more expensive anyways, so it's more worth going for them. I gotta, of course, reset my cash after doing that because I don't want it to be unfair. And then I need to spin right after because the next wave started in my process of getting that outlaw. And we get 20 motorcycles, and I believe I already have the copy paste saved here, so let me just spam them. Okay, here they go. Here's our army of motorcycles, which are Tokyo drifting down the road. That is not what we really care about right now. I gotta, of course, spin to be prepared for next wave. And in the meantime, I just sit here and do nothing. Okay, we got 20 SWAT vans. So if all of these motorcycles weren't enough, we gotta add more units to the road. So let me just copy it so I can spam it easily. And right as I finish spamming them, I immediately need to spin the wheel because here goes the next wave. So we're progressing through everything really quickly. We got a Gravekeeper. Now I believe SWAT vans can insta-kill a Gravekeeper, which is extremely helpful if that is true. So here's our Gravekeeper. He only has 15,000 health. We have maxed outlaws, especially with commander boost. Oh yeah, we won't even need a use for our SWAT vans because the Gravekeeper is just gonna die ahead of time. The Gravekeeper can be annoying because see, the outlaws sometimes will shoot the Gravekeeper like they are right now, even though it's dead, meaning if the Gravekeeper dies right here and there's enemies running behind it that need to be killed, they're not going to take any damage because the outlaws are focusing on a dead Gravekeeper. Alright, that is absolutely fantastic. We got a Lord Sinister. Now, our SWAT vans wouldn't have exactly helped for that either because the Lord Sinister is invincible to those. Now, thanks to the commander's ability, I believe we should be able to take down Lord Sinister with ease here. So with Pyromancer and commander's ability, we only have one commander though, so that's not great. But as I was saying, with the commander's ability and the Pyro slowdown, our outlaws have enough support so they can finish off the Lord Sinister, and it doesn't seem like we're having that much of a problem. Hopefully skipping this wave is not going to be a giant mistake, but you never know. Let's see what happens. Oh, we get cash 200k, so things are looking really good right now. I didn't even give myself the money. Alright, so a wise decision would probably be to get 3 commanders over getting the outlaws because, you know, the amount the commanders boost your fire rate by of these outlaws essentially makes them like 3 times as good, which is obviously a bigger upgrade than just placing an extra outlaw. I can even get a John right here if I wanted to. Yeah, that would probably be a good choice. I'm not really using my abilities right now because I believe we should have this no problem, but here we go. I'll just use that and we should kill this guy with ease. Alright, cool. So things are really smooth sailing right now. I'm gonna spin the wheel again. Okay, so we get another Lord Sinister, but we already know that we can handle him without a problem, so I could just use my commander's ability, then just casually work on placing more outlaws. So I just spun the wheel to know what we're doing ahead of time for next wave, and it's a SWAT van. Now, by the looks of this, there doesn't seem to be much of a chance for these enemies. So I think to make things more interesting, or at least for the viewers, I'm gonna start spinning the wheel 2 times per wave. Yes, that is right. You heard that. Of course, that also means we get a chance to get something OP, But if we're spinning it twice, you know, we could get a Lord Sinister and then a final stance right after. We could get 2 final stances all together. And I believe it would honestly be fair to do that because we got so lucky in the early game that we have all of our outlaws down already. Like, it's no problem. So we already know the SWAT van. The next thing we're doing is place a max tower for free. So let's start off with a SWAT van here and then give myself enough cash for a maxed outlaw. Alright, there you go. I got an extra outlaw. Now we need to spin the wheel over here. And I'm gonna keep chaining. We're spinning the wheel 2 times, so our first one is 3 end games, and let's see what our second one is. It is, oh my, that is not good. That is really not good. So let me sell half my outlaws back here. I believe you know what, I'm just gonna do it visually. I'm gonna sell half of my outlaws, half of my commanders in my favor, of course, and probably just an extra outlaw to make sure that's exactly half. And then we need to do 3 end games, so let's do that real quick, but they shouldn't be that big of a problem. Commander's ability, and a new wave started right after that. I didn't even get a chance to spin, so we get 10 Humvees, and then we get 10 Humvee 2s. Okay, so it's not that bad. Okay, so there you go. We got 10 Humvees here, 10 Humvee 2s here. I might have done a little bit more, a little bit less, I'm not sure, but that's fine. Oh my god, a final stance. Shoot, okay. We gotta spin it twice, so the final stance isn't gonna be our last problem if we get something else. Now we gotta sell our most expensive tower, which would be an outlaw. Great. So the first time around, we killed the final stance just because we got to kill all. Now, we need to hope we get another kill all if we want to defeat him now. But I do have a lot of money, and I need to spend it on outlaws. But the final stance is dangerously strong. In fact, I don't think we're going to be even able to skip this wave. Look, the game's giving us 4 minutes. We might just have to wait for this final stance to go all the way. I made a grave mistake by placing an extra outlaw over a commander. And by this point, you know, getting a max commander is obviously going to be more worth my money. This pyro is doing some amazing work, and this John, it's still reloading, but you see the pyro can really slow down enemies to a point where even like the military base would feel threatened. Of course, I'm talking about the old version of the military base, the one that still had the bug. I just skipped. That might have been a big mistake. So let me spin the wheel here and let's see what we get. We gotta sell half my towers. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Things are going so great right now. I have to sell half my towers, but I gotta spin again. So if we get a kill all, that might just, that's not a kill all, but that's still all our money, so we're gonna use that. I need every single one of these dollars right now because we're not in a very great situation here. Oh god, everything's getting far. I need to keep chaining and make sure to place down more outlaws. Of course, another pyro, extremely good for slowdown. Okay. That 200k cash really helped us out here. I feel like the sell half your towers would have been way more detrimental if I had a lot more towers to sell. Okay, so he's past halfway on the track and he's getting close to halfway down, but you know, we got more defenses than we've ever had before, so this might mean that we should be able to handle him. Oh god, I can't even like keep track of my commanders chaining. I can't even click my John. I can't click my, you hear my mouse? You hear my mouse? I can't click my John. Okay, that doesn't even matter because its ability isn't even up. Whatever. I'm gonna skip. Hopefully we get a kill all. Actually, we really need one here. So let me spin and let's see what we get. We get cash 10k. Not too bad, but giving me cash is distracting me from the game. Oh no. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, so he's down to 150k health, so he's getting low. Let's spin a second time and we get 20. So that was right next to a final stance. Unit SWAT. Okay, I'm just gonna spam him now. Actually, that was probably a very bad thing to get because it distracted me from chaining my commanders. And actually, never mind, we're good. The final stance is dead. I'm gonna spin ahead of time so I know what I'm doing next wave. And yeah, we're gonna be able to kill the final stance just in the nick of time. He made it. Yeah, he made it really far, but not today, Mr. Final Stance. You're not gonna be killing me today. So next wave, I have to sell half of my towers. That's great. I just checked it, so of course I spun it earlier and you probably saw it, so it may seem like a late reaction. Holy crap, that's so close. Okay, that was extremely close, but now I have to sell half my towers. That's fantastic. So I love having almost no towers, and then the second thing we're doing this wave is, well, I'm about to find out, and it's a kill all. So this would have been nice to have if it was to kill the final stance, but you know what? It's acceptable anyways, because we get to kill off a bunch of annoying enemies. I feel like this game really like defines how important support towers are. You can see that without the commanders and the pyromancer, I would have been toast. Thankfully, I'm able to get up all of my towers before we get anything too difficult. Now, the worst sequence of events is that I get a final stance, and then right after that, I'm not allowed to do anything for the entire wave, aka place down towers, upgrade, or use abilities. That's pretty much a guaranteed loss. Okay, so let me spin the wheel. It's about to be wave 34, so we're really close to finishing this. We get 20k cash as our gift at the start of the wave. Can't complain about cash, so I'd gladly take it. Of course, I'm gonna try to use my abilities here because I don't want my defenses to be overpowered. I have to sell half my towers. Great, you know, fantastic. Selling half my towers. Selling my John or Pyro. Honestly, the John. I think the Pyro is more useful here. Now, thankfully, selling gives money. In fact, we gotta spin a... Oh, wait, never mind. We don't have to spin a second time. I just forgot that we got the 20k cash at the start of the wave. But this is it. This is one wave away. If next wave we don't get anything too dangerous, then it should be a win because the Gravekeeper is easy. Alright, and just like that, it is wave 35. So let me begin by spinning the wheel. We got a Gravedigger, but we might have way more problems than just a Gravedigger. Okay, 10 swap vents. That's useful. And our second thing, let's see what it's gonna be. We get a safe for this round, so we don't need to do anything. It's nice to see that after all this chaos, we're finally able to chill and beat this Gravekeeper without a problem just at the end of the game. And there you go. That's an official triumph. Use star code E, like, subscribe, bye.